Hello everyone, this is Esther Devika from Cornerstone. Hope you all are doing well, staying strong and safe as well. This is a very challenging period for everyone across the globe. So please keep your positive vibes very active and stay strong. With that, today we will be looking into the do's and don'ts in parenting of I alphabet. The first one is if. There's a famous quote by Dolly Parton, an American author and singer, who puts it straight. If you want to enjoy the rainbow, you need to put up with the rain for some time. The word if might seem to be one of the smallest words, but it's got a very powerful meaning when used in sentences in the disciplining of an individual. For instance, if you look into any religious books, when you read them, it gives a hope of prosperity and blessing to the reader. But with a very important clause used the if. For example, the Bible quotes or the Bible says that I will bless you abundantly and fill my grace upon you if you follow my 10 commandments. Similarly, in parenting, when you are trying to be lenient or abiding by your child's demands or requests, then you need to use the if clause in order to make your child understand that when they receive something from their parents or from the society or from anyone, they need to give something in return. Also, when they give something, they can definitely expect a ray of hope that something nice is going to happen to them. A very promising future is ahead for them. Only when they give, they get more. That philosophy needs to be understood by every child for a healthy society. The second one is influencing. As parents, your influence plays a very, very, very important role in the grooming of your child. You need to influence your children with your basic ethical values, your religious values, your intelligence in building up the personality and in telling them the importance of relationship with family members, blood relations, and with friends. The deeper the bonding, the child is ready to accept your suggestions, your opinions, and your advices. So when you approach them in a very positive way, it is always better that way. The child receives and absorbs whatever you tell them on a higher proportion than they ignoring you. The third one is interesting. Say after a very long and tiresome day when the child returns from the school or from tuition classes or for this present scenario from a long hour of online classes, the child expects to be relaxed, happy and feel excited for the rest of the day. And home is the only place where the child can feel that warmth. So as parents, whatever you do for your children, try to make it interesting for them to enjoy being every minute with you. Say for example, you can prepare an evening snack and present it in a very decorative way, or you can also prepare a snack that interests your child. Also, you can rearrange the furniture of the living room or their study room so that it gives a new look and it makes them feel really excited. Another way is you can also prepare a grand dinner during the weekends and set up a thematic based background at home, which really interests them. They'll be longing to have such day with you. It need not be very frequent, maybe once in 2 months or once in 3 months. You can plan accordingly so that excites your children and makes the day interesting for them. Now coming to the don'ts, the first one is ideal. Ideal simply means perfection and working towards perfection. Parents generally work really hard in bringing in the perfection in every child. When the child turns out to be perfect, to comply with his or her parents' desires, it simply means that he is given out or let go his unique sense or dreams. Also, when a child turns out to be perfect, it simply means that he has lost several of his cherishable moments, the simple, small joys and happiness and the simple nothings. This will indirectly lead to a negative bonding with the parents when the child grows up. So instead of working towards perfection, let go and allow the children to have their freedom to explore and learn by themselves. Through mistakes, obviously. The second one is impulsive child. A child seems to be or turns to be impulsive because of one of the reasons will be due to permissive parenting. An impulsive child reacts quickly and interrupts conversations without having the patience to wait till their turn. Permissive parenting is nothing but these sort of parents will never allow the child to hear the word no. They will satisfy and comply and oblige with all the demands and requests made by the child, not allowing the child to receive the word no, not allowing the child to understand and enjoy the waiting period, not allowing the child to really understand and learn that something got or an obligation got from others is to be respected and valued. The third one is independent. Raising your children independent is one of the important attributes and a very good attribute in parenting. But as I've been emphasizing from the beginning, that you need to have a balance in your every action and attribute towards the upbringing of your children. Your children should be dependent on you. That is as important as allowing and raising your children to be independent. Not every tasks or challenges will be faced by the children independently. They cannot handle every situation with the independence that you expect from them. So when they need your support, they should always have the confidence that at any circumstances, I will go to my parents, I will lean on their shoulders for support and sort out the issue. With that confidence, they will venture into new things, they will try out new things and face challenges more confidently, and they will definitely explore many things independently. They will try doing their tasks independently. So it's very important that you balance, that you make your children dependent as well as raise your children independent as well. The more dependent they are, you will be able to know their whereabouts. They will share their feelings and they will always have a support system called the parents for them. With that note, we come to the end of the do's and don'ts in parenting. I will connect with you very soon with the do's and don'ts in parenting of J Alphabet. Until then, stay connected, subscribe our channel, share our channel with your known contacts and support us. Also, do not forget to click on the notification button, because every time when we upload the videos, you get a notification. Also, share your comments and likes with us and encourage us. Thank you so much, parents.